Typically on Face-to-Face, you see me interview the politicians, the government appointees, and sometimes the civil servants who have been given jobs. You rarely see me interview someone in the entertainment space, but entertainment is a very big tool for development. And that's what we are focusing on today on Face-to-Face. Now, this individual that I have on Face-to-Face today is turning 50, but when you see him and he tells you he's 13 or 16, you would actually believe him because he's very slim fit, you know, extra slim fit, if there's anything like that. But he has had a major breakthrough in the industry that he is in. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu, and I'm going to introduce you when I come back. I'm sure you have an idea or a clue who I'm talking about.
This week on Lifeline with Bishop Fred Krachimensa and his guest for an insightful conversation on mindset.
What do you think will happen when your spirit decides to work with your mind? This is Lifeline, where psychology and theology meet to help you understand your struggles and to overcome them with wisdom and faith.
To challenge our mindset. Now, what did Joshua and Caleb do? The Bible says they stealed, because the report that they brought caused commotion in the camp, to the extent that they came telling Moses, take us back. We do not want to go into this land. And then Caleb and Joshua steal them and say, be quiet, our God is able.
Lifeline airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV.
He is known on the streets as the rap doctor. And he's not doctor or doctor. I don't know how he chose doctor. Okyeame Kwame, you're welcome to Face-to-Face.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you.
It's an honor to be here.
You don't look 50 at all. What is the medicine? Let me know. What have you been eating? Because my butt belly is coming. At this small age, I'm not even reach your age.
I think it's a lot of water, a lot of, I eat a lot of plants. Okay. I eat a lot of fiber. Okay. Food that it's kind on my intestines. I don't eat anything after 5 p.m.
Oh, and I will not work. It do not work for me. After 5, last night at around 11:50 p.m., just almost 10 minutes to midnight, when the Artemis was about to reach the moon, I was eating omoto with palm nut soup and goat meat.
Wow.
Okay, when I go home...
Will it be safe for me to say then you have it coming?
It has come. So there's no... If I have to stop eating after... if I don't eat after 5, how can I perform my witness?
Do you know that usually that feeling you get of hunger is just craving? So if you fill your stomach with warm water, example, dark chocolate, in the evening, and then you go and sleep, your stomach might think that you're actually full, because we are so used to eating something hot that sometimes you get the cravings and you think you are hungry. That signal could be conflicting. So watch it.
But what if you get home and you don't eat, and Anika says, menu adjani nice, and you have refused to eat? You down? How do you do that?
Yeah. So one time a friend of mine who was going through divorce, the wife came to speak to Anika, and the woman was all worried about, he doesn't even eat my food. Anika said, that is good. Then you don't have to cook. So Anika is not one of those women who are worried. So she cooks on weekends, puts it in the fridge, whether you eat it or not, she doesn't care. So if you come home and you don't eat, she won't know, because she'll be asleep.
This thing you just sent sounds like you can be a good nutritionist and all of those. How did you become a rapper? Why did you become a rapper? So when you're growing up, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a pilot when I see the airplane. When you were also growing up, as a small boy, did you say, when I grow up one day, I want to be a rapper? Was that your dream, or you wanted to be something else, and then rap came to take over? So
when I was growing up, I had dyslexia.
Oh.
And so learning was very difficult for me. When people would say, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a lawyer, I didn't hear it. When I was growing up, I just wanted to finish school so that I would stop the abuse, or I would take myself away from the abuse that was associated with coming last but one in class. Wow. The abuse that was associated with where Jimmy, wabong, and the broken heart and the depressive state of my mind, as I realized that my father who loved me very much, had asked the teachers to beat me because I grow meniso.
Oh, he didn't understand and appreciate dyslexia
at all. So he is a smart individual. He studied in Rome as an accountant. He had one of his books was signed by Frank Wood himself.
Wow.
You know, so this gentleman doesn't understand why his son cannot read and write at 10. You know, so he's frustrated. My mother is in between. I am frustrated. And so growing up, I just wanted to finish this silly thing called school so I could do something. So I didn't have any of those dreams. My father always say, "Me baby a doctor, me baby a lawyer." But I missed all that confusion.
You knew that was not...
No. I missed all that confusion. When I was 5, my mother had introduced me to poetry. I can't poetry.
Okay.
And so I'll go to school and be beaten and be hooted at. But whenever I stood in public and I was reciting my account poems, people came alive. So I knew that one day I was going to do something related or relating to oratory. I just didn't know what it was.
Interesting.
Yes.
And then so when did music come around? Did you, I mean, this was the era of cassettes player.
Yes.
Radios, there weren't a lot of radio stations. It was just GBC. And I don't know where you grew up. Did you grow up in Kumasi?
I grew up in Kumasi.
So I don't know whether GBC, the way we used to have radio GAR in Accra, is the same way you had it over. I mean, you were older, so maybe I can't even use my age period too. So if at my time it was just radio GAR, I don't know what. So you couldn't have been listening
I was
to...
fortunate. I lived, I think from 7, after my formative years, we moved from Ashtown to Fantino Town. And in the house that we lived in, had a nightclub, which was first a pub. It was called Saturday Nightclub. And then it became Copacabana in Kumasi. The Kumasi people know. Okay. So we lived in that house. So music played from morning till evening, Monday to Monday.
Music in your ear.
So I had music in my ear. And inside that club, in the afternoons, we could go and watch Michael Jackson videos. And we could go and watch Prince and Marvin Gaye. And on weekends, they would play high life music, sometimes even live music. And Kodwenchi and the classic vibes, Amachi the Day, and Pofoje was playing all the time. So I might have developed a big library of repertoire living in that house for almost 10 years. Now, when I went to secondary school, because of this same academics thing, I was completely lost. One day, my headmaster met me and said, "Are you in this school?" Because I wasn't a part of anything.
You don't fit the school at all.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And so somewhere around 91, rap music had become the jam and everyone was catching the fever.
Well, it was a new thing.
Exactly. It was not new, but it was now coming to Ghana.
Okay, so it was new
Africa.
for us.
Yes. And
But
so
before then, so we had Daddy Lumba, Nana Achampong, those people.
Amachi the Day, those were the people. But you know, high life music or Ghanaian contemporary music was going through a phase where in the 80s, because of the coup d'etats, a lot of the musicians had run away from Ghana because nightlife was completely dead, to Nigeria and to Europe, where they created Boga High Life and brought it. So my real interest had been developed by Boga High Life, where I saw seemingly young musicians produce a nice fusion of pop music and high life music and Daddy Lumba. You know, I could hear how modern the rhythm was, and that was some of the things that told me, I can do this thing.
You can do that too.
But in 92, when I started rapping with Okyeame Kwame, I realized that the poetry that had given me satisfaction, that I had honed, was exactly the same as rap music. It just had melody or sometimes rhythm. And so I took the poetry, I added it to some of the literature that I had learned and the hip hop, and I became a rapper.
I listened to and for me, my favorite Okyeame Kwame song is Hallelujah.
Whoa.
I love that song.
Oh, thank you.
Because it gives you your journey from 92. You told your story using rap and music. And for me, I followed, and it's one of my songs when I'm driving. It's one of the things I listen to.
Thank you.
My tree is not good, but I enjoy it. And that tells your story. So you start with 92, you and Okyeame Kwame.
Yeah, Okyeame
That was when you were, Okyeame Kofi, that was when you were Okyeame.
Yes. Where
did you meet Okyeame Kofi? He's a media person, right?
Yeah, no, so before he became a media person, when I was 15, Okyeame Kofi had moved into our area in Fantino Town. So there's this small park behind a small house that we play table tennis. And we used to play gamble In a way, we call it lose to pay. So if you lose, then you pay. So Okyeame Kofi, the first time I met him, he had come to play table tennis. My father played table tennis for Northern Region when he was in school. I think in Tamale or something, a long time ago. So he introduced all of us to table tennis. It's impossible for someone to beat me unless that person is a pro.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm beating everyone. Okyeame Kofi came to play. And then I beat him. And the guy who owns the table tennis, he's a madman. His name is Onana. If you don't have money, he will beat you.
Okay.
So after the game, he didn't have money, but he was so confident that he would beat me that he still came to try. So I gave him my money. I pay Onana because he looked too fresh, too dadabi to be beaten by Onana. Well, so I paid for him, and then when we're done, I said, "You are too confident. What's your name?" And then he said, "His name is Daniel Kofi Amwati." I said, "You don't have money. Why have you come to play?" Now the money that I'm supposed to use for my haircut, I've used it to save you. He said, "For what?" Say haircut. They said, "Oh, let's go home. I'm a baba." So we went home. He bought blade, and then he put it on a comb, and he gave me a nice haircut.
Okyeame Kofi is a barber.
I tell you.
Was it the one who gave you that your punk? I like that your punk to Joe. Why did you cut it? That's what I'm aspiring to.
So I cut it because I was tired of my face. But I'm bringing it back.
Please bring it back. I love it. I love it. I want to get it, but I can't get the shape. Oh, so when you met him, so by this time you were in secondary school?
So yes, so this time I'm in secondary school, Form 4.
So that's when you started writing rap?
Exactly. So that's when I started writing rap. And Okyeame Kofi had already written a book. He was 16. And he had written a small book. I think the book was called Rings Don't Marry. Then I went into his house. He had made a radio. He had added some capacitors and he was broadcasting with his microphone through that capacitor to homes.
Wow.
With people with Akasanoma.
In the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood. And the girls liked him. They liked his voice. And so
you had a motivation.
I became his friend. I would join him in that endeavor, in that technical endeavor. And then rap music in Kumasi was growing. So people like Lavin C and Santa Bambilino, he wants to be president. Okay. They will organize events for rap contest, and then I would go and rap, and it was impossible for anyone to beat me.
So in your Hallelujah song, you said when you started in 92, people said, "Now what kind of madness is this?"
Exactly.
So there was a lot of backlash.
Yes.
Against you by the elderly people, I believe.
Yes.
So they thought that you should have done it like Daddy Lumba.
Well, yeah, because after a while we wanted to be produced. So this somewhere in 94, and so we will go to the big people, Lee Van Dyke, Andrew Pokua Mankwase, the big people in Edum and Kumasi where we lived. Yeah. And they will say, if you guys want to make music, why don't you just make music like Amachi did? This thing is noisy. So this is this is 2 years before Reggie Rockstone came out. So the artist who had come out at that time with rap music was Mahoney P. Okay. But he did not live in Ghana, so he did the song so this is like 94, 92. So we wake up early in the morning at 4 a.m. to go and sit at Mahoney P's doorstep. Wait for him to wake up, go and play ball with Emmanuel Dia. I think they were cousins. And then come back around like 10 to say that my rap near dope, but we beat near whack. You know, so this is the time we were trying to make rap music. But the old people the older people who could sponsor it, they thought that it was noisy.
So you mentioned that was before Reggie returned to Ghana.
Yes, please.
But there were other people. So there was Nana King was rap, right?
No. So Nana King is much later. So at this time, Lord Kenya was in my class. Okay. So Lord Kenya used to battle with me.
So Lord Kenya is your contemporary,
he's
not your senior.
No. In fact, I introduced Lord Kenya into pop music. It is through me that Lord Kenya met Mark Okrekumante and he produced him. After Mark had already managed and produced us.
You.
So Lord Kenya's first single, I Kanabo, that's me singing on the chorus.
Interesting.
Yes.
And Obrafo
is 2 years after Okyeame. Yes.
So you are the senior then? You are the godfather?
So no. So the godfather is Reggie. I am the father.
How? Okay, but so is he the godfather because he was doing it abroad before coming home? Because from what you have just explained, you guys started 92. Okay, you got your first proper song on the record was 97.
Was in 97. And Reggie's first proper album was in 96. A year before we came out.
So rap is that recent, 96?
Yes.
That's recent.
Maka is 96. So technically, this is 30 years of hip life music this year.
And it's 50 years of your age.
Yes.
Interesting. This is interesting. So on Face to Face, I'm having a conversation with Okyeame Kwame, the rap doctor, and we are talking entertainment, we're talking hip life, we're talking his life, and we'll talk about development. Why did you decide to be rap doctor? Why did you use that?
So I think it's in '99. We had gone to do a concert in New York. So I think Okyeame and
that was the first time abroad?
No, that was the second time. Okay. So we started going to UK in '97 or '98. Okay. Long, and so we had been going to UK, to Europe. And then 99,
as
Okyeame, 99, we went to the US, where we became the first hip life group to win Artist of the Year, VGMA.
Okay.
So, Hip Life Artist of the Year, VGMA.
Okay.
And so we went to New York, and Reggie was performing. After the performance, we performed in a Jamaican club. I think it was called Lions Den. After the performance, they asked, what's he saying? So before we would do our performance, I tried to explain Reggie's lyrics, Maka. And then one of the Jamaicans said, the way he explains, he sounds like the rap doctor. Then Reggie said, that should be your nickname. So that is how, that's why I say doctor instead of doctor. Because it was a Jamaican that ignited the idea.
Your rapping is mostly in Twi. I listened to Sarkodie and he says, they said I don't rap in English and that I'm limited, but I am not. I am speaking in my own tongue. Did you have challenges, the fact that you are rapping in Twi, and do you think and agree with the people who say Nigerians are doing it big because they are doing it in English and they have a bigger market, and that if you do Twi, your market will not be big? What do you say to that?
So to be honest, so when I put my academic hat on, I agree with the Nigerians completely because a lot of the songs are in English or in Pidgin, which is a bit more relatable.
Sellable.
Yes, to people in England, people in Germany, people in America. It is slightly more easier to appreciate it. But we must also look at the concept of whether it is rapping or singing. See, if you are singing like Yusu Indo or Baba Mal, people must not understand what you're saying because the melody or the melodic pattern has meaning already. You can hear whether a person is sad or not by just the way they wail, you know. But when it's got to do with rap music is appreciated through understanding, or it's understood through appreciation. If I said something like, "Metwem wo MTN, Edru Ariba, Odaswa wo space," you need to first understand what I'm saying, and then understand the growth or the evolution of MTN from space to Ariba to now MTN to come and get the cultural meaning that I'm saying that I'm better than you and I started a long time and I've evolved and you are still in the back.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So meaning is very crucial when it comes to rap music because it has no melody or it has very little melody and its rhythm. Meaning is important. So if you are trying to get people to get what you are saying so that they can understand the poetic cultural elements in it, then they need to understand it in a language. However, music is not just words. It's a figure and a background effect. So if the figure cannot be understood, but they can understand the background, which is the beat, the symbolism, the videos, the cultural elements and things, then you can still be able to push it. But in terms of getting people to appreciate my poetry, like the way they appreciate Shakespeare, they should understand it.
I was growing up in a village where Twi was never spoken. So I first had an exposure with Twi when I went to secondary school. At Astra Junction, there was no Twi. However, I knew Masanaba. I knew when he started, we listened to that song. We had no idea what you were saying, but we danced and
so you
jumped.
Didn't know Nkukunkaka?
No, I didn't know. What is Nkukunkaka?
The name Nkukunkaka.
Masanaba. Look, I think I remember even my brother and I trying to write some raps, and those times was when you have Spinny once every year.
Yes.
So we enjoyed it, but I had no idea what you were saying in Twi until maybe recently when I started learning the Twi language. So I agree with you. But let's talk about something that your industry has, beef. So you had the beef of Exdo and Chicago and all those. You didn't have a lot of the beef that time. Your beef came in a later life when you tried to do something called Best of the Lives. And again, I loved Best of the Lives. Yourself, Obuo, A.B. Crinso, Bottom Power. I love those songs in that era. Then you came with Killing the Game.
with Obuo.
Then you got a big attack from the rap software,
Yes.
Obrafo, supported by Guru.
Yes.
That was a big meteorite blow that was targeted at you. How did
Yes.
you survive? And what was your intention with Best of the Lives, you and Obuo?
Okay, so Best of Life was Obuo's project, but Obuo was such a close friend of mine. He still is. That we did almost everything together. So we're in the studios together, and then one day we decided, oh, let's put a song critiquing our industry, and then we did Killing the Game, where we looked at the hopes and the aspirations of a lot of hip life artists, where we had gotten to, and what we were afraid would happen if we didn't change our stance, you know. And today it has happened.
Yeah.
But when we released the song, some of the artists thought that we were dissing them, because the fact that we were bold enough to talk about the problems, they felt we had indemnified ourselves from it. But if you listen carefully, the whole thing starts in Yafeli. Yafeli. Hip life and social kaya. So you can see that I put myself in the problem as part of the curator of the problem.
You didn't stand outside.
No.
Because you added producer to Katamanzu and all those.
Exactly.
And then all of
Payo. So we spoke about the industry. And I think that the industry wasn't grown enough to be able to relook at itself. Because, you know, the eye only sees its reflection. You know, so it wasn't old enough to take in that, hey, people are saying that we have failed. No, I have not failed. I have 2 cars. I've built my house. I'm traveling the world. Why are you saying we have failed? So in my mind's eye, I think that is what Obrafo might have felt. You know?
Was that beef just on the air, or it was also personal?
No. So 4 days before I heard the song, Kwabena and I were thinking of doing an EP together with Hammer. So we were consistently talking about it. And then he said, I'm going to the US or somewhere for a gig. When I come back, then we can firm it up and start recording. And then when he came back, I heard the song. In fact, I remember where I was that day. I was eating fufu at SMS at Tech. Okay. And my heart was broken. You know, I said, this is my friend. Why have you done this? You know, so I gave him a call. I said,
which of the songs are you referring to?
I'm talking about
the Guru Obrafo one, or the one with you did with Obuo?
No, the Guru
so
Obrafo.
The counter. Okay.
The counter. So I asked, what is this? Then he said something that I wasn't expecting. I said, really? I thought we were friends. Then it erupted into something else. So every night I wrote like have you seen that small exercise book that has Ronaldo at the back? I wrote about 4 lyrics full of this for him.
To counter.
But some people in my family, so my wife said, no, it will affect your brand. And then my mother said, it's not Christ-like. And then at that time I was at Tech, and my academic tutor was Professor Asante, who used to be the head of the Christian Council.
Okay.
So he called me into a meeting with Professor Charles Marfo, who is now the provost of KNUST. And they sat me down and they said, if you go and do a song to reply this thing, you can no longer greet us when you meet us.
Oh, so
this thing is a trap that has come to set you to fail because of the path you are on. You are educating yourself as an artist. It doesn't really happen. So this is a trap to set you to fail. So if you release a song in response to this song, you can no longer come to us.
And that's how you didn't.
And that's how I said.
But you have a good relationship with Obrafo and Guru now.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Currently
yes.
You do.
The last time I saw Guru was about 2 months ago at Yaosechi's place at Legon. He came to hold my hand. I love Guru. I also love Obrafo, especially for Guru. Yeah. I would have done the same thing if I was looking for an outlet.
And then someone big comes and says,
exactly. I would have done the same thing.
This is Face to Face on Channel 1 Television. I'm Umaru Sanda Amadu with Okyeame Kwame, the rap doctor. When we come back, he's 50 but refusing to grow. We'll talk about the family brand that he has taken on and the future of hip life, plus he himself. So Okyeame at 50, we see what he's going to do. What happens at Okyeame at 100? Please stay with us.
This is the Upside Out Show. This is the Upside Out Show. This is the Upside Out Show. Your favorite lifestyle show on TV. From exclusive interviews with your favorite personalities.
The child in me sometimes is quite predominant.
So hold on.
I hope you understand. And people misinterpret that. I'm a very calm person.
Okay. What's been keeping you busy now?
Staying out of trouble, that's keeping me busy.
So behind the scenes secrets that you haven't seen or heard anywhere else. Aha! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here on the Upside Down Show is where it all happens. Today, people don't care about morals, people don't care about intentions, people don't care about anything. Your money can buy you any and everything.
But you will not last.
Really?
No, you will not last.
But if the person see the dead body.
I thought we'll catch you.
People.
Catch the Upside Down Show every Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Yeah, welcome back. This is Face to Face on Channel 1 Television. Let me tell you something. When we are on break and returning and the jingle is playing, Okyeame is tapping his feet. I'm going to ask him to develop 1 or 2 lines for me before we leave here. And the director, please prepare. We'll play that for him to give me a line or 2. But I'm in studio with the rap doctor and I'm trying to do this interview. I hope I'm doing a good job. Okyeame died when? When did Okyeame die?
Okyeame, so I don't think it's dead.
Okay, it's still dead.
It's asleep.
Leave it like that. So Okyeame is on leave.
Yes.
Okyeame will come back.
In 204.
I have seen what you are doing, collaborating or featuring young people. So you have Kidi, you have Kwame Eugene. The Yekun song that you did, very brilliant and all of that. Is that a way to stay alive in the industry, or how do you stay alive in the industry? Because as 50 and you have done this for more than 30 years, maybe they're thinking about, go on retirement. Nana Champon's daughter is singing now. You are still around. So you possibly were singing when Nana Champon was doing some of his Lover Boy songs.
Yes.
Today you are here singing, his daughter is
I
singing.
I know that girl when she was 5. I used to go to the house. She calls me uncle.
Wow.
When I meet Jackie.
So today you can do a show and she may actually easily be on the stage with you.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? Do you not feel too old? Do you not feel it is time for me to check out? Why are you still in the industry? How are you surviving in the industry?
I think that I've done a lot of things. I've lived abroad. I've washed dishes. I've washed cars. I've worked in factories. I've packed dominoes. I've been a teacher in primary school. I have done a lot of things. I've written blogs.
Wow.
Yes.
Actually, you're 50. I was going to say, how old are you?
You know, and out of all those things, the one that gives me the most satisfaction is music. When I'm around musicians, when I'm around music, it just keeps me alive. It keeps me young. It gives me the opportunity to imagine. You know, the level of imaginative work that musicians do, you don't understand. And the spontaneity when I'm on stage and I'm about to make the next move without having to develop analysis paralysis where I'm thinking, should I move to the left? Should I jump? Should I do a split? No, immediately it comes into my head, I do it. And I realize that the more spontaneous I am on stage, the more energetic I become, and the more my audience are happy.
So your body and your mind are not failing you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
And you don't, the people don't say, you are crack coffee or that.
No. You have. I know that on the 18th you are coming to Plus 233.
Yes.
I'm not. This is not a shameful plug, but I'm telling you that you see my energy levels are really high.
No, you don't have to. I was with you on the Heritage Caravan in Tamale.
Exactly.
And you were. I'm like, I was the MC for that day, by the way, and I felt good.
I remember I had just come from I just returned from India,
and you came.
And then I came, and then the next day I went to the US.
And, oh God.
Yes.
And so I know what you do, which means that. So how do you keep alive in the industry despite all the things?
So by interacting with young people. Currently, I teach stylistics and rap composition at Legon at the Performing Arts School.
As a course.
Yes. Currently for the second years in the voicing class with Dr. Adakwe. And when the class ends, I'm unable to leave and go into my car, because I feel young. When I interact with young people, it's just a transfer of energies that keeps you young. Now I understand why people are willing to teach even if they are not paid too high, because the satisfaction that you get from interacting with young people, I think is one of the easiest ways to stay young. And so I do a lot of songs with Kidi, Of course, the first thing is because when I'm with them in the studio, I get to learn new tricks. I get to learn the way new things are done.
So you don't show them that you know more than them?
No, but I do not know more than them.
Times have changed.
Yes, they know more than I do. Some of my techniques are whack. Some of my techniques are head. You know, so I love young people. That's why I'm consistently making music with young people. And also, they come with a constituency that I don't have readily.
So you tap into their glory.
Yes.
You tap into their anointing.
Yes, but
so that you still have your old G's on your side, then you enter the young G's.
Yes.
So however, have Gen Z, have something.
Yes, however, I just don't go and take. If they are willing, I also give experience. I give advice. Okay. I give guidance. I give counseling. I make myself available for the things that they probably have not experienced yet. If they want to, they come to me. I also give what I am able to suffer.
So how recent was your most recent song?
My last song was.
Is it up to a year?
Yes.
Okay, it's more than a year.
Yes, more than. So my last recent song was with Kwame Eugene, No Competition.
Oh, that one.
Yes,
okay.
No Competition.
Now, does it mean you are working on something? You are cooking something right now as we speak?
So I have a new album coming out. It's called The Gentle Rebel.
Will it come before your birthday party?
Oh, yes. So in 3 days, on the 10th, I'm releasing the first single of the album called Clap.
Okay.
You know, and that whole album is reggae.
Oh,
it's a completely reggae album, and I am talking about some of the challenges that I have with the society that I've not been able to air them out. So I'm using the music to push my ideas into the world.
It means that OK would keep singing till Thy Kingdom Comes. You are not going to retire.
No.
You don't think you should retire from music?
I don't think that music is one of the things that you don't retire from, because who is retiring? As long as you are happy doing what you are doing, there's a high probability that your audience share will keep reducing. Because popular music is for young people.
Yeah.
And it's also about compromise. Yeah. And as you grow in an industry, you are willing to make less compromises, because now I want to make music that I can stand behind.
Okay.
I want to make music that my grandchildren can listen to and say my grandpa did that. You know, so I'm not interested in using verbal taboos. I'm not interested in chasing trends. I'm not interested in creating melodies that I don't think it's authentic to my style. Mm-hmm. Therefore, if a style, let's say a zone 2, becomes a trend, you will not find me partaking in it too much, because I think it's a trend.
It's not something you can catch up.
Exactly.
It's not your...
It's not my thing. And I don't say this out of disrespect for trends, but I'm saying that as you grow and age in an industry, you become less tolerant to the things that you think will not help the industry, and therefore it makes it difficult. And once you are an artist and you are on that trajectory, you are surely losing your market share.
You are entering the council of elders level.
Yes.
So now you are giving more advice.
Yes.
Don't do it like this. They will say, oh, Fiona, me too, I'm trying to catch
exactly.
Food,
so
okay.
I am just trying my best to make music that is authentic to my nature, that I love, whether the people love it or not.
So we started with High Life, Burger High Life, then Best of the Lives, which was short-lived, but which songs I still enjoy. But we are still on Hip Life.
Yes.
Do you foresee Hip Life staying for long, or you believe that Hip Life would fail and die, based on what you saw?
I think that Hip Life is two things.
2008, that was what, 60 to now?
Yes.
Many years ago.
Yes.
You still stand by the view?
I think that Hip Life is two things. It's a culture. Now it's become subculture, but it was a pop cultural element for young people, and then it's also a music genre. Now, as a music genre, it is only going to stay if younger people decide to call their music Hip Life. So if Sarkodie and Flo Kingston and Amrado and Lasmid and if Olive the Boy, if they decided to say we are Hip Life artists, then Hip Life will live. But as long as they have given up on the name Hip Life and now identify as hip hop artists or Afrobeat artists or Afro pop artists, Hip Life is gone. So the future of Hip Life can only come back if people like me, VIP, Exdo, Chicago, Reggie Rockstone, and all the other Hip Life artists decide to release Hip Life music again and it becomes successful. Otherwise, we need to find a way to let the young people claim it. But the challenge here is they will not claim it for business purposes because we failed terribly at creating structures
to keep it alive.
To keep it alive. Because
so
now
you enjoyed in the moment.
Yes.
But that was it. You didn't plan for the future.
We didn't look far. Because now, when a young person makes his music, he goes to put it on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. And there's no place that says Hip Life for him to put that music under.
Just put under.
So the music must be put under Afro-pop, alternative, hip-hop, African music or something. And since we did not create that opportunity for them to be able to eat, so now it has, if you make hip life music, you are going to be disenfranchised.
So you have to fight hard and then keep. I mean, this is an exciting conversation. I'm loving it. Let's move it a bit more. So outside doing music and collaborations and staying in the industry, there are other things you're doing outside the industry completely.
Yes.
You have pushed your family into your business. You have put your wife in there, your children. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing the brand family thing?
Yeah. Okay, so it didn't start as a brand conscious action. It started where I realized that, so when I had my son, my wife was working at Unilever. And so she's going to work, so I became like the stay-home dad. And I'm with this boy, we are going to the studio, we are going everywhere together. And he's become like my handbag. So before I realized, I had already introduced him into pictures, I'd introduced him to media, I'd introduced him to music, to rap, and everything that I was doing. So that is how it happened. It happened unconsciously. And then I started reaping off its benefit. Then businesses that were interested in doing stuff with people who are family oriented started paying me. And then I said, okay, this is an interesting thing to do. But I come from a family where my parents were together until my father died. And I've seen how families that stay together are able to raise confident kids and nurture them to become loving people. And so I do everything with my wife. Therefore, it became natural that my family will join what I'm doing because we do everything together anyway. So it is just something that we do naturally, which has become monetizable.
You didn't get a backlash where people will say you are using your wife as your manager.
Oh, yes.
You're not getting that.
I used to get it a lot because, you know, my wife is tough. You know,
very tough.
She's
I know
she's
her.
very tough. So when I'm dealing with people and they are trying to bully me.
You use her?
Yes, and you must go through her. Then they call me to say, chain your dog. Okay. Okyeame, speak to your wife. Things like that. But I say, I've unleashed her on you. You know, so that backlash came. But I don't do my things based on what other people say. I do the things that will bring me happiness. Things that will establish my family and things that will make my wife be able to sleep well at night. When I'm in England for a performance and she booked the performance and she's calling me at the time when the performance is supposed to be going on and I don't pick, she knows I'm doing the performance.
She gave you the job and you're doing that.
Exactly.
You also, so aside the family thing, you also do brand representation.
Yes.
You even do a travel and tour agency.
Yes.
Where is that coming from?
I think that once a person has become popular or unpopular.
Either way.
Yes. The easiest way to make money is to take that popularity and turn it into a product, or take the brand equity associated with their popularity and attach it to something that people will wish to buy. And I think that, so that's why MTN will pay me X amount of money to become the face of, or Gasem or Coca-Cola or GT Bank or Ministry of Trade. So it got to a point I'm thinking, why are all these amazing brands associating with me? It's because they think I can help push something. So why don't I create my own brand, which is my own events, my own products like the Love Equation boxer shorts, my own
that boxer shorts thing you mentioned, when you published the photo,
yes,
the social media backlash was huge.
Yes.
Why didn't you stop? Why didn't you withdraw?
We make our decisions based on our stage. I have gotten to a stage where I realize if I do something that doesn't hurt myself or anyone, it is not wrong. No matter what the society says, no matter what
about when society says Okyeame is in a photo with his something showing in a boxer shorts? It's covered by a boxer shorts, but it's showing. He shouldn't show pictures like that. It's almost nudity.
How dare the society to tell me what to show or what not to show?
You are part of the society.
Yes.
Culturally, they may not like it. Maybe if you're standing in Menshia Palace, you can't walk with boxer shorts.
Exactly.
So don't show it on social media.
But I wasn't at Menshia Palace. So the thing is that the society has become a prison where every prisoner is taking a prisoner. So sort of my wife is my prisoner. You can't go here, you can't go there, you can't go there. My children are my prisoners. So if you are not careful, you are going to become a prison of an ideology. And as you will never be free. I think that if I have invested X amount of money in producing boxer shorts and I need a popular person to wear it so
and
that people will say,
are popular.
and I am popular.
Why would you go and bring a popular person?
Why should I pay someone else to take away my profit?
Ochan, bring me some of the boxer shorts. I'll do extra large. Please. I'll do extra large.
You do extra large. I think you are medium.
No. You are medium. I
am small.
You are small.
Yes,
I am extra large. Some of them say Fulani. Okay, question. So the travel thing is going well, right?
Yes,
it is. Travel and tour.
Yes,
it's going beautiful. Okay. What is your plan with that? You want to do domestic tourism or foreign tourism?
I do both. I have people coming all the way, especially from the US. I have professors in universities and people from Wall Street consistently coming to Ghana through our agency, and then we take them to see the forts and castles, and we take them to see Ghana, we take them to Menshia to experience pride, we take them to Cape Coast to cry, and then we take them, so we have a lot of people coming to Ghana through us. And we also send people out. Going out, we do work abroad, we do exotic travels, we are into the ticketing, we sell tours, we are into medical tourism. Travel and tourism to medical tourism, send people to Turkey, India, and things like that.
You are 50 and you are planning to do something for the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital. What are you doing?
So it is actually a Menshia hospital.
Oh, Menshia Hospital, not Konfanoche.
Yes, Menshia Hospital. And so I think that for all that Ghana has given me, it will be fair that I build a pediatric emergency unit at the Menshia Hospital, because that was where I got my postnatal, service. I got my killer shots and things like that. So now that I'm 50, what can I do as a legacy project? And I thought that going back there to do that, because I spoke to the doctor there, who's Dr. Akutu. He said that when children swallow needles and children are hurt, when they are burnt, they must join the queue with adults. So I went to ask him, what can I do? He said a pediatric unit will be great that we are going to attach. So I promised that I'm going to build it, and I'm going to use some of the money I have to start it, and then throughout the whole year, all the OK at 50 stuff that I'll do, I'm taking a percentage to finish it. I hope to finish within a year.
So about how much do you hope to raise for this project?
Well, for the building, so maybe for the whole thing, maybe 1 million.
Okay, see this. Or dollars.
To be
and you are kicking off with the event at Plus 233.
At Plus 233.
So if I want to come and support, what do I do?
So you buy a ticket. You can buy a VIP ticket for 1,500.
Okay.
Or you buy a premium, a regular ticket, and then you come and have an amazing time. We are not going to worry people with raise money, bring money.
No offertory. There's no offertory bowl.
No. However,
but do offertory bowl. When people are in the mood, let someone carry offertory bowl.
Exactly. However, if you feel like you want to contribute to the project, it will be an amazing thing. We take your money and thank you. And also another way that we are looking for people to come and support us is if you sell iron rods and you want to give us a piece. You sell cement. You have water. In fact, about 4 days ago, a company reached out to me. They said that for all the pipes,
they would provide.
For all the pipes for the medical assistant, they are providing all of it. Another company reached out. They said they are providing all cement. So if you want us to collaborate on that, you don't even have to give me money. Just bring the stuff. Let us build it.
Otherwise, buy your ticket. Come to Plus 2 on the 18th.
On the 18th
of April.
Yes.
We are going to chop life.
Oh, yes.
Celebrate at 50.
Exactly.
This is Face-to-Face on Channel 1 Television with the rap Dr. Okyeame Kwame. When we come back, he has some politics in him. I'm not sure whether it's party politics or national development politics. I'm going to dig that out of him before we leave the studio. Please stay with us.
And we go by the run! Let's get into the world of sports like never before.
You know how we do it on Fridays.
Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports.
One of the biggest scandals in this country's history. You can't spend 250 million USD and come out with that.
From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
Getting an opportunity to become a national team coach, he should understand the politics around football.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi.
Joe was Zebaut.
How Zebaut there?
Zebaut won Chaboke Walako.
We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not it.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
Join
the conversation as we connect with fans across the country and beyond. Want the latest updates? Send us your thoughts and we'll feature your comments live on air. And remember, we like to hear your predictions for matches and your thoughts in general. Think you know who's going to win? Let us know.
Big shout outs to my YouTube people.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive.
Amen.
Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama, catch the excitement every Friday.
Yeah, welcome back. This face-to-face on Channel 1 Television. Okyeame, in 2008, I was a student at the Ghana Institute of Journalism. Kufuor was ending his tenure. NDC was coming in. That election was a very charged campaign period. Radio Gold, an NDC station, used your song Woso as their election tune. I remember Woso, Tiny Gu and all of, but I'm sure they meant to say Woso, MPP Nugu and all of those things. Are you a politician?
As Aristotle said,
man,
every man is a political animal. Based on that, I would say, yeah, but I am not a politician in its strict sense.
So you're not a party politician?
Yes, I'm not. I'm not a.
So only MPP?
Not at all.
Only NDC?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
If I was to choose a party, I would have loved to be an Nkrumahist. That I would be proud to stand in public and probably say I belong to the CPP. If the CPP had organized herself properly, or if the
cockerel was still crowing.
Exactly. Or if I went to attach my youth and new ideas to what our uncles are doing, to be able to, I think that one should be the statement. But I am apolitical.
Okay, so today, if Mahama calls you, President Mahama calls you to Jubilee House and says, Okyeame, I want you to take up something as an appointment to do for, would you do it?
Yes, it will depend on what,
okay,
why.
If you have the capacity, you'll do it.
Yes.
If Akufo-Addo had called you somewhere 5 years ago and said, I want to give you a job, you would have done it?
I would have done it.
So you don't have a problem doing that?
Not at all.
Okay, so which kind of politician are you?
So I'm the politician that wants Ghana to have a 40-year development plan and throw manifestos away, or force political parties to draw their manifestos from that plan so that there will be continuity. That is the type of politician. I am more made in Ghana than on one side of the coin.
Okay, what do you think your industry and yourself can do to develop this country?
I think make patriotic music. That is one. Two, also be able to use the art to tell the truth. And like when artists, for example, during the Renaissance, when European artists decided to paint the truth, when they decided to sing the truth, when poets decided to write about the rot of the society, it brought enlightenment. And so I think that that is the first place that we should start from, because that is where our constituency is.
Do you not think that music, and for that matter entertainment, is the only safe space for us in this very charged political atmosphere, and that musicians and artists and industry people should not go into politics? So your very good friend Obuo takes up a position in the MPP. Do you not think that that would take something away from the Obuo that we know?
So if you know Obuo as much as I know him, you realize that the music is too small for him.
Okay.
Obuo is burning with ideas. He's one of the most selfless human beings I've ever known. He has a lot of energy. He can work from 6 to 6 in the morning, and it will not even be for his own benefit. If you asked Obuo for help and he wasn't able to help you immediately, he will call you every day until the problem that you spoke about is solved, whether he's solving it or you are solving. Come up with ideas. So for such a person, I want him in governance. I want him in parliament. Because I see, you remember the energy that Obuo brought to Musica. And since he left, of course, Uncle Besa is trying his best, but it's not the same energy, you know. So I think that artists must be able to express themselves freely, whether through the pen or through the podium or
whichever one it is.
Whichever, but artists, we have been gifted with the left side of the brain. That is analytical, that is freer, that is a bit more nonchalant. So when artists decide to set ourselves on the path of good, we are unstoppable.
Let me throw some quick questions to you, like they used to do on what do you know? Who is your mentor? Entertainment mentor?
Entertainment, Kojo
Kojo is your mentor.
Hands down.
Do you have someone you are mentoring?
Yes.
Who?
Amrado. Not just Amrado. Amrado, Kwame Eugene, Kofi Kinata.
So you are helping, you are guiding them.
Yes.
The space where we have this beef between Stonebwoy and Shatawale, you have seen it all. What do you think of that beef?
I think it's unnecessary. I think that beef...
Does it not keep the industry alive?
No, it keeps the industry alive. It gives gossips what to say. It keeps the trends open. Social media is buzzing. But when artists like me go to sit down with the CEO, he thinks I'm one of them. And it is affecting...
one brush for all of you.
Yes, it's affecting the number of... how sponsorship works. It's also affecting policy in our direction. So for example, if parliamentarians are to sit down in parliament and discuss what they can do for the arts, and we are fighting ourselves, why wouldn't they use it to this?
But is it fight? Maybe it's not play. Maybe
no, it is not play. And even if it is play, it is repugnant. It is not play. It is not interesting. It is very. It is not good for the industry.
It's not healthy.
It is not healthy because look, Tupac and Biggie did this. Now they are all dead.
Yeah. 50 and Jaru and all those.
Exactly. You see, 50 and Jaru, their careers are dead. I can tell you that I'm able to still do business after 28 years of my career because people are confident that when they come to do business with me, I will not go out there and fight with them, even if the contracts don't work out the way they are supposed to.
So if you had Shatta and Stonebwoy in the room, you tell them to stop?
I would
because
tell them
it started in the north as well. Macasio and...
You see, it is human nature.
Okay.
The thing with conflict is that all of us are working as intrapersonal conflict.
Okay.
It is when we meet other people that it becomes interpersonal. So my wife and I, we have conflicts. I have conflicts with my daughter. Yeah. It's because what she thinks is right is not what I also all the time think is right. So conflicts are allowed. But intelligence is managing it to the point where it doesn't affect you negatively.
Okay.
You know, so I think that they should stop.
You're a musician, but what do you do for entertainment? Do you watch film, or you sing, or you listen to music, or you whistle? What do you do?
I listen to rap music, other rap, young rappers.
So you listen to the new people?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you don't listen to Stonebwoy and Shatawale?
I do. When I were in the car, I was just telling my PA that I'm listening to Samini's new song. Okay. And I'm listening to Stonebwoy's verse and I'm thinking, wow, this young man has melodies. Because since he came, he's never repeated one melody. And every melody of his is amazing with the lyricism, you know, so I listen to them.
We need to go. Okyeame at 100. What one thing would you want to do over the next 50 years so that you leave a mark behind?
I think that I should go into creating incubations or incubators for young artists to express themselves. I also go into IT. I think I should create something that brings artists together with technology so that they may create. So in the next phase of my life, I'm going to go into raising the next generation of artists and the next generation of thinkers. And I'm also going to teach.
Great. And you're already teaching?
Yes, I'm going to teach philosophy or branding or something so I can replicate myself.
Okay, it's been nice hosting you. Thank you so much. I'll come and learn rapping from you.
I'll teach you. It's the easiest thing to do.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
it's been
you're
great
welcome.
talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Wish you all the best. And happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
I'll bring you a cake of wagashi. You'll use wagashi.
Yes, I like wagashi.
Thank you so much. This has been Face to Face on Channel 1 Television. I had a conversation with Okyeame Kwame, the rap doctor. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu. We'll be back next week with more. Please stay with us.